Welcome to DBD, aka Dragon Ball Discussions, and today we have a very toxic topic among Dragon Ball fans, and that is Kid Buu really the most powerful Buu? And what other Buu would rival this Buu that anyone would think? It is Buuhan. So many people think that Buuhan is the strongest Buu, but obviously so many people believe that Kid Buu is the strongest Buu. Today we're going to discuss. I have a lot of evidence. And then, of course, I have a statement from Akira Toriyama himself that basically proves which Buu is the strongest Buu. So we will get a 100% confirmed answer. And whether you like it or not, you gotta deal with it because it's Akira Toriyama and he wrote all of Dragon Ball. So let's get right into it. People that believe that Buuhan is the strongest version of Buu typically want to mention how Goku and Vegeta decided to fuse into Vegito, yet as for Kid Buu, they didn't fuse into Vegito, meaning Buuhan is stronger. I'm here to tell you that is not a valid argument, and you can't say that Buuhan is stronger because of that, and let me show you with clips. Play the first clip.
Well then, I guess we lucked out. I'm me, you're you, Kakarot. And that's just the way I like it, so there.
Like, guys, come on. We know the type of person Vegeta is. Them fusing into Vegito for Buuhan instead of Kid Buu was a pride thing. That is all pride. It has nothing to do with strength. Vegeta didn't want to fuse into Vegito because, as he said, he's his own person, and that's that. Later, we see Goku say the same thing. Play that clip.
Me, guys. But no thanks. I think some things are even more important than victory. These just aren't right for us. Maybe if they weren't permanent, you know?
I understand.
Besides, Buu's not fused to being himself anymore. It's only fair that I fight him in my natural state.
Gamer Ryan, we call you red-handed. I know you heard Goku say they didn't need to fuse, meaning Buuhan was the strongest. Shut up and hear what old Kai has to say.
What are you saying? Have you lost your marbles? Put those on! This isn't about your ego! This is the fate of the universe we're talking about!
As I was saying, it had to do with ego, it had to do with pride, that Saiyan pride. It had nothing to do with strength, as you just heard from old Kai right there. You want to tell me that Super Buu is the strongest Buu, but when they were inside of him, Super Buu was on his knees for Vegeta, bro. This dude was screaming out to Vegeta, not play the clip.
It won't be pretty. No! Put that down! Come now, you're not really in a position to be giving me orders now, are you? You don't understand! Let go of that! Now!
Oh, brother, cry me a river. You're telling me that's the strongest Buu? Let's touch up on the next point now. Now let's focus on Kid Buu. I'm going to show you guys the multiple times in the anime that whether it was Goku, Kibito Kai, whatever, said that Kid Buu was the strongest Buu. Let's go.
How do you think you're going to beat Majin Buu in his present state? This is his original form. He's more powerful than ever.
Darn you! Where's your weak point? You're twice as strong as you were before. Your speed, your power.
Hey Buuhan believers, you feeling old yet? Because I don't know where you guys came up with this idea of why Buuhan would be the strongest Buu, where Kibito Kai literally says this is the strongest version of Buu, and Goku says that Kid Buu increased in speed and power. So where did that come from? But we still need to hear what Akira Toriyama says in the end, but let's look at more anime evidence. So right here we have 3 quotes from the anime. The first one we heard from Kibito Kai just now. He has gone back to the original, most difficult, powerful Majin Buu. Next one is, this is a purely evil, absolutely most powerful ultimate Majin Buu. And the last one is, Goku boldly challenged Buu with strength that taxes the imagination to battle. So literally, I don't know what words Buuhan fans are missing. I guess I could read it as he has gone back to the original Majin Buu. They just missed those 3 words, most difficult and powerful. Or maybe it was the second one where they just read it as, this is the Majin Buu. So I don't know what words they're missing or not reading or not understanding, but hopefully they add that to their dictionary. And are we really gonna forget that Kid Buu was doing the heat check dance on Vegeta? Play the clip. So I touched up on a lot of points, I showed a lot of evidence, and now one of the biggest things that was just revealed in the moral arc about Kid Buu that makes him unanimously the best Buu is that this Buu has God Ki. Let me show you the page in the manga. Alright, so this is the page of the manga, and if you guys don't know, you read manga right to left, so I will read it for you. Fusing, huh? A lot of that going around. God power was passed on to the evil half of Buu? I suspect so. Because the good Buu inherited the great Lord of Lords' physical appearance, I assumed he received the God power as well, but maybe that power went to evil Buu instead. That little guy actually had God power in him? So right there, the manga from the moral arc, the page from the moral arc, revealed that Kid Buu had God Ki. And let me tell you this, I don't care if Kid Buu didn't use it. I don't care whatever you say. This dude had God Ki. He's obviously the strongest Buu. We got the evidence. We found out he had God Ki. He clowned Goku and Vegeta. So there's nothing more to say. So now let's look at what Akira Toriyama has to say about strongest villain, strongest Buu. To give you guys some context, Akira Toriyama loves to do interviews and get questioned about the show, and he happily answers them. Right here, an interviewer asked him about the show, and he happily answered. So this will reveal who is stronger between Buuhan and Kid Buu. Let me read it for you. In several parts of Dragon Ball, the most powerful character is actually the smallest, cutest, and youngest looking. For example, young Goku or Frieza and Majin Buu in their final transformations. Is that because kids are small and cute, but also want to be powerful? Toriyama answers, I wanted to go against people's expectation that the strong ones always get stronger and bigger. I constantly tried to switch between telling a straightforward story and telling one that was unconventional and contradictory. So guys, there you have it. So it's funny because this literally takes a direct shot at Buuhan fans, because I think that people honestly think Buuhan is the strongest because they hear Kid Buu. He's smaller, he's like less, he's just like average looking, and he was, trolling, dancing around. But as you can see, Toriyama does that on purpose. He wants to have the smallest as the strongest, because if you literally had, let's say, all of Frieza's forms lined up, most people are going to pick second form Frieza as the strongest Frieza. Why? Because Frieza was the biggest, tallest, had those pointy anchors and stuff, horns, whatever you want to call them. So literally send this to any Buuhan person that thinks Buuhan is the strongest version of Buu. It wouldn't make sense to have Kid Buu, the last version of Buu, the longest fight with Buu, excluding Fat Buu. Excluding Fat Buu. But it wouldn't make sense to have that Buu, the second most powerful Buu, as the last. It just doesn't make sense. So right there, that definitely that reporter was clutch in asking that question, and you can't beat what Akira Toriyama says, because he's Dragon Ball right there. That's gonna wrap it up. I showed all the evidence. Kid Buu has God Ki. We heard from Akira Toriyama. Hope your answer was answered, and peace out.